The last time I picked a jury was in March of 2025, and it was on child endangerment, 2 counts of child endangerment. I had 45 minutes to speak to 62 potential jurors on a child abuse topic. And let me tell you something, this was not easy. In fact, I had to build a whole new module for it. And what I learned from doing this process is that most people really care about safeguarding our most precious resources, our children, from harm. I only lost 5 jurors in that voir dire, and that's because I really made an effort to ask every single one of these potential jurors, hey, what else do you have going on this week that's more important than protecting children in a felony case where child endangerment is alleged by the state? And when I actually asked that question face to face with these potential jurors, each one of them stepped up and they said they were ready to serve. There were a good handful, 5 in fact, who had already sat on a child abuse case, they have already served, or they themselves were the survivor who testified in a child abuse case. And those were the only 5 jurors that I lost. And that says a lot. When I did these sort of cases before, it was actually really common for some lawyers to bust those panels, meaning they couldn't get enough jurors to serve on child abuse cases. And what I have seen with my own eyes, first of all, jury selection is not a political process. You know, we do not know how these people vote when they come into the courtroom. We have other details like their age, their job, whether they're married, whether they have kids, you know, basic stuff like that, but we don't know what they believe. And quite frankly, this issue is 100% nonpartisan because I have seen Republicans really do some good for the community on these legislative issues. And we all know Democrats, you know, care about these issues too. It's nonpartisan. It really doesn't matter how you vote because this is the one issue where you can get a great deal of traction in any group of people. You know, I get up and I talk to, I used to have panels of 120, and I would have maybe 2 hours to talk to all of them. And that's to get, you know, really important information out. Like if the defendant doesn't testify, are you going to hold that against him? I mean, it's fair to say yes. That doesn't mean you can serve on a jury. But these are really serious concepts, and it's very easy to play tricks with words. And some lawyers are really good at it. You know what I'm good at is getting 12 fair jurors who are willing to do the work to sit on a jury so that a child might have justice by the end of the process. And so I don't like playing games with people. I want to know truly, is there an issue, is there an experience in your life that will keep you from being able to simply sit and listen to the evidence? And at the end of it, the judge is going to have a little miniature law book. Are you going to listen to the judge and do what the judge tells you the law is? Because if you can't do that, then you can't be on this jury either. That's really what it comes down to, are those 2 things.